Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson is capable of being a prototypical go-to guy, but his role in Golden State is more restrained. Klay said, "I don't care. I get paid handsomely in a great place, and we compete for championships year in and year out. From day one, I've been a warrior. I'm just thankful to be here." Kevin, he likes to play ball and play with his dogs, and that's it.
He loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Now, Golden State's starting five. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Cauley-Stein in at center. And for Charlotte, Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Big Daddy, and it's Batum in at the three, the small forward.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
Papadopoulos traps in the tray. Big Daddy's got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Hornets. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Pass to Curry. It's good.
Well, sometimes it's about the will to score, even when there's a body trying to impede your physical progress. How about Steph Curry going through the contact for the bucket?
Here's Big Daddy. And here is Monk. Here's Rozier. Green with the block.
Well, let's remember a former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Curry against Rozier. Curry kicks to Thompson. Off target from three-point range.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Curry can't get it to go. And here's Charlotte. Monk, the pass to Rozier. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Curry. Fades. Charlotte no good that time either. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the paint, here's Cauley-Stein. Oh, that's blocked. Kidd-Gilchrist against Green.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Teardrop shot. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And a moment to see numbers for Nicholas Batum. Last season's performance for him. He was around 9 points per last year. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Batum against Curry. And he banks in the layup.
Don't let the size fool you, Mr. Harlan. Steph Curry can get the job done inside.
And there's the pass to Batum. Back to Rozier. Pass to Papadopoulos. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Cauley Stein. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Right side Russell. Releases from 15. And there's Green on the assist by Russell.
Well, we know that Draymond Green spends a lot of time facing up beyond the arc, but this mid-range is available too.
Pass to Monk. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. That shot misses. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Steph Curry fourth.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's Batum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Charlotte turns it over again.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Great showing for him last season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 4th in three-point field goal percentage, and as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Rozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one to end the run. And that one goes long.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Monk, the pass to Rozier. And there's the feed to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Rozier. Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Warriors leading. So looking it over. There's the dish to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Russell with the bucket.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Here's Rozier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rozier. And with the 6'8" arm span, Terry Rozier's plays a lot bigger than his 6'1" height.
Kevin, there is no doubt this is one of the outstanding rebounders from the guard position. He is an excellent defensive player. Scary Terry can hurt you on both ends of the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Russell. He dishes it to Curry. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 6 points.
Well, we know Steph Curry has a ton of fun on the court because he can score from virtually anywhere. But that floater is a must-have tool in the toolbox.
Here's Big Daddy. 5 points in the game. He drains the turnaround jump shot. He has 7.
Come on, who doesn't like the turnaround jumper, especially when it's taken with that kind of precision?
Curry on the wing. Over Rozier. And another basket for Golden State.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The pass to Papadopoulos. And another 3 for Charlotte.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now, here is Russell. He's covered closely. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Monk, the pass to Papadopoulos. Takes a 3. The Warriors pull it in. And it's Russell in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Curry against Rozier. Curry deciding where to go with it. That shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Papadopoulos. No good with the triple. The Warriors trailing. Passes it to Thompson. Over Batum. And it's off the back rim. No good. Charlotte's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Curry against Rozier. Lets it go. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, Kev, just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Here's Papadopoulos. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Thompson. Fires from the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bridges in for Monk. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Green. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Thompson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Russell. Indoors with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
And yes, it's good.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Outside, Robinson. Pass to Looney. Outside Curry. Fires for three. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Rozier looking around. Out to the wing. Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And they pick up 2.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Rozier against Curry. And the rejection by Curry.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
And stolen by Williams. Burks against Rozier. At the elbow, Zeller. Kicks to Batum. The shot's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Golden State moving the ball around. And the pass to Burks. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Outside, Batum. Rozier against Robinson. Left side, Williams. Bridges passes to Zeller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Warriors shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Curry. Now Burks. No points in the game yet for him. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Robinson. Looney. It's blocked. And we'll be back with you shortly. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Rozier's out there with Batum, and it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. The Hornets.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Doris, you've seen a lot of the Golden State Warriors. You've covered their last 5 finals appearances, their 3 championships. Where do you think the Warriors rank all time?
Well, first of all, it's been a privilege to cover one of the great teams in NBA history. I do believe it's really hard to compare eras, because if you think back to the 90s and the level of physicality that defenses were allowed to play with, it's a drastically different game. It's played in much more open space. Steph Curry has completely changed the defensive geometry with his ability to shoot the basketball. But listen, for me, it's been a privilege to cover this great Warriors run.
Now, here is Robinson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bridges, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bridges has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. The Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Bridges against Curry. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Curry's got 18 points.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 8. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
He hits both from the stripe. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
Now, here's Rozier. 10 points for him. Back to Hernan Gomez. Curry with it. Passes to Burks. Inside, Looney. An easy 2 points on the layup. Looney's got his first points in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Rozier. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Burks, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rozier against Curry. Shoots. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Batum kicks to Rozier. With the shot. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Doris, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane that you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Some changes for Charlotte. Big Daddy's checked in for Biyombo. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Malik Monk in for Nicholas Batum. Different look here for the Warriors. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Russell in for Alec Burks. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside, Russell, pass to Green. And no good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Monk. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Kev, quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
Russell dishes to Curry. High post, Cauley-Stein. Fades and shoots. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cauley-Stein finds Russell. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Hornets leading by 4. The pass to Papadopoulos. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Timeout called the Warriors. Look at Big Daddy. What a contribution.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. He had a strong showing last season. 17th in three-point field goal percentage and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the league last season. And as you said, he was really good from out deep practically every time we saw him play. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Count that bucket. And now an 8-point Hornets lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 20. Fires the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now here's Green. Passes it to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's now 22 points for Steph Curry.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Hornets.
This one for 3. But they get it back. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Tries again. Can't hit that one. Great tee that time from Green. Russell passes to Cauley-Stein. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop. But at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
No good on that one. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
He's off on the second. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. The fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Curry against Rozier. To the middle. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Steph Curry just rolling right now. We've seen many big nights from this guy. You might have to add another one.
Monk, no one around him. They get it again. Hernan Gomez kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Rozier the pass to Papadopoulos over Cauley-Stein. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Curry.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now, here's Rozier. 11 points in the game. Knocked loose. Now here's Thompson. Outside Curry. 16 feet away. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The Hornets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Big Daddy. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier.
One shot.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Warriors trail by 11. The pass to Cauley-Stein. He kicks to Thompson. Russell dishes to Curry. Let's go. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Zeller. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On its way from Monk for 2. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson finds Cauley-Stein. And that one drops. Cauley-Stein's got 5 now.
That's just a terrific pass from Klay Thompson. My goodness.
And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Monk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Then for the Warriors, Looney comes in for Cauley-Stein, and Alec Burks subbed in for Curry. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
Free throw good, Burks.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
And Batum kicks to Monk. takes the 13-footer. That's good on the jump shot. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Russell with the bucket.
Well, this is the go-to shot for D'Angelo Russell. The rise and fire off the dribble.
And here is Monk. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Going to the line, Nicholas Batum.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Just 3 to shoot. Monk for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, Draymond, at times in that first half, they got it going in transition. Why were they able to beat you defensively?
I don't think it was so much defensively if it was offensively. You know, we turned the ball over, and you can't defend that. You know, when they get out running, their guards are going to get loose. So we just got to stop turning the ball over offensively, and that'll help our defense a ton.
Yeah, your coach calls them plays of insanity, Draymond, so we'll see if you can adjust that in the second half. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Checking out the Hornets, Kenny, what do you think?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green down low with Looney. Russell and Thompson the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Now here's Thompson. Looney, and he dunks it down.
Well, the attention that Klay Thompson gets because of his great shooting allows him to set his teammates up. That's nice.
Charlotte leading by 3. Monk, the pass to Papadopoulos. Pass to Rozier. Here's Big Daddy. It's stolen by Curry. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Russell with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Batum. Pass to Rozier. Right side, Kid Gilchrist. Sinks that one from the post. Rozier's got 13.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the Hornets shooting at 50% in a decent group. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Here's Papadopoulos. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Big Daddy's got 29 in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in.
Cauley Stein.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Charlotte leading by 4. Papadopoulos passes to Kid Gilchrist. And good that time. Kid Gilchrist has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Now the pass to Monk. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. 31 points for Big Daddy.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here is Russell. He's got 10. Over Monk. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Russell.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Curry against Rozier. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rozier's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Golden State moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Cauley Stein grabs the board. Warriors trail by 6. Russell dishes to Curry. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him. Biyombo is checked in for Terry Rozier. And the Warriors also making a change. McKinney's checked in. Here's Curry. 28 points for him. Takes the 3, but he stays with it. They retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Batum. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Timeout called the Warriors. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Curry finds Cauley Stein. Jacks up a 3. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Curry.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game. I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th is Steph Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
Whoa!
Stop it!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's McKinney. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. Yep, it counts. That's now 8 points for Klay Thompson.
That Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Batum against Green, and that one is good. Batum's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Passes it to McKinney. To the inside, Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. Miles Bridges comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Curry can't get it to go.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Batum scanning the floor. Pass to Monk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, you can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy, he's not going to back away from a challenge.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Free throw, no good for Burks. Charlotte leading by 9. Now Bridges. Here's Hernan Gomez, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Hernan Gomez has got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry passes to McKinney. Down low, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Burks against Batum. Pass to Williams. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. For three, Bridges. They get it back. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. Warriors trail by 9. Burks kicks to Cauley Stein. Outside Curry. Wing shot on the way. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Knocks it loose. Here's Monk. Misses off the left iron.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
There's the pass to Bridges. Gomez kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Monk. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Williams against Robinson. Burks in the corner. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks to Batum. Pass to Gomez. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Kerr. Dishes to Burks. Pass to Cauley Stein. Deep 2 from Robinson. Hornets with the rebound. Gomez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, here's Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
That's good from Williams.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
Burks with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Burks.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Rozier. Yes, it is. For that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Golden State. Outside Russell. Back to Burks. Shot clock at 6. Back to Russell. Fires from deep. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Batum against Burks. Batum with the ball. He's got 7. Over Cauley Stein. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney.
Loose ball.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Williams and Zeller make up the front court. Batum is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That one a little long.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Robinson dishes to Cauley-Stein. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Charlotte leading by 6. Here's Batum. The pass to Bridges. Pass to Zeller. 4 on the clock. Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cauley-Stein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Robinson finds Cauley-Stein. Comes up empty down low. And so here's Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points. The kick out to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. And Looney sends it back. Robinson against Rozier. Pass to Russell. Here's Looney. Outside Robinson. Pass to Russell. There's the triple. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. Russell against Rozier. They double him with Russell. The kick out to Williams. The pass to Batum. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Hornets leading by 3. Now, here's Bridges. To the paint. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Count it.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Big Daddy's checked in for Charlotte. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Miles Bridges. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Klay Thompson comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And Curry subbed in for Alec Burks. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Papadopoulos. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Russell against Rozier. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, he may have worn out his welcome in L.A., but D'Angelo Russell found a good landing spot in Brooklyn. A team in rebuild, in need of an offensive infusion. They've unleashed his talent.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the one. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switch ability on defense. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Great D that time from Batum.
And his defense is so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Russell kicks to Curry. Back to Russell. Launches it. Warriors the rebound. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Green.
Boy, you like how Draymond Green went right through the defense there. He doesn't let the physicality impede his progress.
And it's Rozier missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Russell. It's good. This game is all even. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, in the open floor, D'Angelo Russell understands he can be special.
Offensive rebound, Papadopoulos. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Curry passes to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Looney. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
How about the elevation from Klay Thompson? His jumper is sweet and it's pure, and it doesn't matter if the defender is there or not.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Here's Big Daddy. Nobody near. Kid Gilchrist gets a very good look and converts. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Curry with the bounce pass. Pulls up on the wing. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the inside. It's stolen by Green. An even 3-on-3 break. To the right side. Here's Looney, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Monks checked in for Cody Zeller. Well, the Hornets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Up top, Batum. Passes to Papadopoulos. And it's good off the glass. Big Daddy's got 39.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Curry, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know what never ceases to amaze me, Kevin, is Steph Curry's ability to contort his body, draw the contact, get the call, and still find a way to make the shot. Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell. He's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
And that one, good.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Here's Looney, pulls up. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just one on the basket from Stephen Curry. The Hornets have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Outside for Batum from outside the arc, and the three ball is good. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Curry against Kid Gilchrist. Russell dishes to Green. It's deflected. Pass to Looney. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Monk. Good D by Thompson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. To the paint, here's Kid Gilchrist. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Warriors trail by 8. Timeout called the Warriors.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Rozier against Curry. Will it go? Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 43 points.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 45 points for Big Daddy.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Curry with the 3. That shot off. And Charlotte will come the other way. Here's Big Daddy. 3-pointer. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Curry's got 18 points just in the second half.
Well, I'm not sure there's a player in the league with a better feel for that shot than Steph Curry. If he gets it off clean, you know it's going in.
Here's Papadopoulos. And the layup falls. Big Daddy's got 47 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Curry can't get it to go.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Green, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in, and the Hornets call time here. They're up by 6. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Rozier. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Russell. Shoots from the right block, and it's finished off inside by Monk. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Curry, good.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Rozier kicks to Batum. The fader. Again, the Hornets score.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Thompson for the triple. Zeller grabs the board.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And here is Monk. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.